Good morning. Good morning. How's everybody doing this morning? Got my camera on. Yes, sir. Good morning. Good morning. How's everybody doing this morning? I just trying to get everything straight. Hope everybody can see me. Do me a favor while I'm doing my warm up. Y'all can invite somebody to come to the show, right? Y'all know how we do. All right. Yeah, it is. I just saw myself. The thing is, when you look on Facebook, hey, I almost got on the same outfit as in the picture. All right. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Wake Up with Jay. I'm your host, Jay, and we're going to get this underway. If you notice the topic for today, I'm not going to be flipping around showing a lot of pictures. Okay. Topic for today, 3 simple steps every entrepreneur must be willing to follow. So we're going to have a lesson on entrepreneurship, because let's face it, where would America be without entrepreneurs? No, let's change that. Where would the world be without us brave entrepreneurs that are willing to try? And today's lessons I'm going to be taking from an article I found by a young man by the name of Kenneth Burke. Okay, now nobody knows who Kenneth Burke is, and neither do I. I just love his article. It really struck my attention. Okay, so 3 simple steps every entrepreneur must be willing to follow. Y'all taking notes on this, right? Okay. Okay, Kenneth says entrepreneurs are naturally responsible for hundreds of things, big, small. It's their dream, and they are in charge. Okay, I mean, let's face it. Okay, everything from uh, companies like Microsoft. Thank God for Microsoft. Okay, where would we be? Even Mr. Mark Zuckerberg, Facebook, right? I wouldn't be here in front of you right now. Entrepreneur. So entrepreneurs are, you might as well say entrepreneurs are responsible for changing the world and making history. That's what it amounts to. All right. So we got to give them their just dues. So there's a lot of debate about people who are actually entrepreneurs, people who actively create and build, and those who are just, I love this word right here, entrepreneurs. Anybody know an entrepreneur? Okay, I know a few. Those who are more idea than action. That's those people that tell you that they're ready to build $1 million business every day. Every day they're ready to build $1 million business. So you say, when are you gonna get started? Next week. Next week. Jay, I'll be ready next week. I'm gonna have my money together next week. I'm glad I didn't say, okay, I'll hold my breath, or I wouldn't be here in front of you right now. So it's absurd. None of that matters. Being an entrepreneur is about creating something of your own. I love this. About creating something of your own. And to do that, you need to be willing to do 3 simple things. And that's what we're going to cover in this 10 or 15 minutes we're going to be together this morning. 1, an entrepreneur must be willing to make a mistake. Okay? There's no perfect entrepreneurs. And see, this is people's problem. I would say with entrepreneurs, everybody want to wait till they're on green before they go ahead and get started. No, no, no. You know, I can go back to my early years online. When did I first start online? 2008. Okay. I was operating on passion. I didn't know what to do. I look and see what somebody else was doing, and I did the same thing. Sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't work. Okay. But at least I knew from my offline experience that if I would attempt to do the same things online, I could at least get started, right? And then of course you learn on the run. That's how we do it. Okay, so it says if you're going to build something much less sustainable and profitable company, you absolutely must be willing to make mistakes. All right, and this is very important, because if you're not willing to make mistakes, then you know what? You might as well stay at home. You're not going to have all the answers from the get-go. I just talked about that. That's impossible. And definitely not, you're going to make a lot of mistakes as you try to figure things out. But the key is you have to be, I always like to say, you have to be willing to fail forward. Okay. Always think of Ben Franklin and the number of mistakes he made. All right. Like I got a quote I want to read to you. This is short. This is by Adam Osborne. Adam Osborne says, the most valuable thing you can make is a mistake. You can learn anything from being perfect. Okay? Yeah, I got to go back and read that one again. The most valuable thing you can make is a mistake. You can't learn, not you can learn. You can't learn anything from being perfect. I remember that from being back in school. Yeah, you can relate that to going to school. Okay. I'm gonna pick on handwriting just for a second because I still have the worst handwriting in the world, but it did get better, right? From the time I started to practice than before I practiced. But then that's in anything. You could ask Michael Jordan about his basketball shooting, or Magic Johnson, or LeBron James. Okay, the hours that they put in and the number of mistakes they made to have the amount of success that they either had or are having is very important. Okay, so an entrepreneur must be willing to learn. Number two, excuse me. Today I'm prepared. I got some water. An entrepreneur must be willing to learn. It says school doesn't end with a degree. You know, I always tell people, I said, I'm 73 years old and I'm still learning. Every day I sit down on my computer, I believe that I learned something new. Okay, this is why I listen to a number of other network marketers who are having the success I'm striving to have. Because I'll pick up a little bit over here and a little bit over there, and I put it all together. Wow. Okay, so an entrepreneur must be willing to learn. The biggest mistake any entrepreneur can make is thinking he or she knows everything. How arrogant do you have to be to think you've learned all that you can be? You know, that's the hardest part even about mentoring someone. I have tried live training. I've tried video training. You know, you do video training, you say, because you want to, you know, manage your time. So then you send it out to a new person. And then you realize, hey, they're not doing what's in the video. And then you go back to them and guess what? They never watched the video. It was like, okay, well, why did I take the time to sit down and invest in equipment to make the videos to put out for you to use if you're not going to, you see what I'm saying? You see where I'm going? If you're not even going to follow. So, I'll just shoot back up just for again. An entrepreneur must be willing to learn. Learn how you improve. Learning is how you build your dream. It's your job. Yeah, here we go. I love this. It's your job to read books, to ask questions, to analyze your mistakes, and to always keep learning. I did a video, and you could probably scroll down the page and see it. If not, in fact, I need to upload it on my YouTube channel. And it talked about, a sponsor is not responsible for your success. Right. And it goes around with what we're talking about right here, because the only job of a sponsor is to point you to the training, to get you plugged into all the calls. But if you don't learn and then implement what you learn, who is that on? Right. You, the wannabe entrepreneur. Okay. And then number three, see, I told you to be a quick one today. I like this one. An entrepreneur must be willing to adapt. An entrepreneur must be willing to adapt. I am not doing the things online that I did in 2008. And I'm going to share that with you right now, very simply. In 2008, in fact, I only got up to about 3 Facebook pages with 5,000 people. But I had friends of mine who have like 5 Facebook pages with 5,000 people. Well, guess what? That was an audience of what, 25,000. And back then, you could go to your Facebook page, right? Actually, I take it back. I'm getting the two mixed up. Well, yeah, we did have 5,000 pages, but you could go to your not your Facebook page. You had to do it in your group, right? But you would always add the same people to your group that you had on your Facebook page. Then you could make like one post and message it to all those people at the same time. Now, of course, Facebook won't let you do that today. A lot of things Facebook will not let you do that we could do back then. And I guess I'm gonna have to call it the good old days, 2008, right? So 10, 11 years later, I've adapted. And what am I doing right now? I'm doing Facebook Live because that's what the book says you need to do. Okay. I'm adapting. So, sounds harsh. That's how important it is to adapt as you go. You need to change your strategy, improve your methods, and keep up with the ever changing world. The entire entrepreneur journey is based on three simple steps which come into play whether you're building a freelance business or a next healthcare giant. You know, those were three simple ones. And I really mean simple, but if you really think about them, they make a lot of mistakes. Okay. I'm sorry, they make a lot of sense. My apology. And I'm going to go back to the top. The first one, of course, was an entrepreneur must be willing to make a mistake. All right. The second one, of course, an entrepreneur must be willing to learn. And then, of course, to adapt. You would think this was common sense for most people, but guess what? It is not. Okay. Now I'm gonna give an announcement. I'm gonna pitch my Friday, what do you call it, darn thing? My Friday program. All right, I'm starting something on Friday called Money Friday, and I'm gonna have guests on, and I've already got the okay from my first guest, and you're gonna see his picture on my page. You're gonna love this. Now, some of you may or may not know him, so I'm gonna go ahead and put his name out there. His name is Chris French. Chris and I go back to we were in the same business back in 2014, I believe it was 2013, 2014 in that area, and I've been blessed to watch this young man grow. Okay, and I mean going from a job, okay, to having an office in downtown Dallas. And so I'm going to have him on to tell you about his trip. And I'm going to be trying to find guests every week. And the reason why is this: a lot of people have fear of going into business. It could be because of where they grew up at, or the school they went to, or the fact that they did some time in jail, which in network marketing doesn't mean anything. Okay. But they're letting things hold them back from the past that are not important. Remember, an entrepreneur, okay, is actually a person who just doesn't create, but they're seeking freedom of mind, freedom from a job, freedom to do what they want with their family. It all fits in. And I just realized something, so y'all don't have to bear with me. And I don't know where it's at, so I think I'd be embarrassed to do it. Look, you know what? I'm gonna do another live tonight, and then I'm gonna invite y'all to tonight's call, because we have a live webinar every night that teaches you about my company, what we do, and how we do it. Okay, and we've got people there, as you hear from some of the testimonies, that are making crazy money. I can think of a homeless man who actually went from having to, put out a cup to get that money, and now he brings in. This was 90 days ago. He brings in over $10,000 a month. Now, what did he have? He had a hunger to succeed that got him there. Okay, so I'm look for it. I'm going to do another one tonight, and I'm going to go ahead and invite y'all to this webinar. But for right now, I want to thank you for attending Wake Up with Jay. I finally got to do one in the morning, and I will do my best to do another one tomorrow morning. God bless, and I'll see you later on in the day. At the latest, tomorrow on Wake Up with Jay. God loves you, and so do I.